Okay guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Haymaker in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. A lot of you guys have told me that this is now the best shotgun within the game. It's no longer the Lockwood, and apparently it is the Haymaker that is absolutely insane in Zombies. So let's sort of see if we can one-tap. So it's still going to be a two-tap in the tier 1 zone. But of course, the great thing with this is you don't have to bolt any bullets in. You can just spray and pray this thing with no problem whatsoever. It's got a nice wide pellet spread, so when there's a big group of zombies around, you can just hip fire this and you're going to take out a whole bunch of zombies at one go. So very excited to see what this is going to be like. Of course, at stock, we are looking at a 20-round magazine, the biggest mag that we can possibly put on. As you can see, I'm fully kitted out. We're going to go straight up to tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. We'll try it at tier 1, of course, as we always do. And then, of course, we'll try it at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. Then probably tier 2 Pack-a-Punch Legendary A for tool in the tier 3 zone. And then we can go ahead and try it at tier 3 Pack-a-Punch Legendary A for tool and really see how good this gun really is. So, straight away, what we are going to do is tier 1 Pack-a-Punch this thing. It should get us up to a one-shot. Of course, it's going to take us up to a 40-round magazine. And change the name of the gun to the Thork Cannon, which is now the new name of the gun. And like I said, this should now allow us to one-shot zombies in the tier 1 zone with no problem. As you can see, they was getting basically down to no health in the tier 1 zone anyway. So, this should now allow us to one-shot them. We'll go and test it straight in the tier 2 zone as well and see how good it's going to be over there. Okay, so we have got a couple zombies here. Should be a literal one-shot. Doesn't really matter what part of the body we hit them in either. It's just going to be a one-shot. Obviously, at range, it's not going to be the most amazing, but we are using a shotgun. We don't expect it to be crazy good at range. So, yeah, very viable, obviously, at tier 1 anyway. Most guns are. We always say it's for every video. I don't even know why I bother starting half the videos in the tier 1 zone anymore. So, I'm going to go straight into that tier 2 zone and see how we can get on. So, if you guys saw my video, I uploaded the 6 best guns for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies in Season 2. You would have seen that I did put the Lockwood 680 in there, and a lot of you guys said, Harry, stop using the Lockwood and go and try the Haymaker out because it is insane against bosses in this game. So I thought today that's going to be the plan of action. We are going to go ahead and try this gun in the tier 3 zone, see how good it is taking down mega abominations and things like that. But speaking of the new zones, in the tier 2 zone, how good is this at tier 1 Pack-a-Punch? It doesn't seem to be struggling at all. Looks like it's going to melt through zombies. Might take a little bit longer to take down the armored zombies, but overall it just melted through any of the zombies that did just come near us. Like, as you can see, tier 2 zombie, one shot, two shot, no problem whatsoever. Same again, it's going to be a 3 shot. We got one critical shot in there. If we start with a critical shot, it's going to do a nice bit of damage to these zombies, not really take too much time to take them out. This gun feels like it's going to be very broken. It feels like it's going to be very overpowered. The zombies just can't even seem to get close to me. And I'm slowing my shooting down, trying to give the zombies a bit of time to, like, regen their health or see if I'm hitting the right parts of shot, see how long it's going to take the zombies to take out. This shotgun just really does not seem to struggle. As you can see, you just start absolutely spraying it. The one other thing now, I don't have to tap my analog stick. So because it's Pack-a-Punch, I can just hold down the trigger and it's going to keep just spray firing. We don't have to keep tapping it every time we want to shoot. Once it's Pack-a-Punch, you can just hold down the trigger and it is going to spray at all of the zombies that are around you. And you can see, look how good that ammo lasts. Like, the ammo does a good amount of damage. The fire rate's pretty quick, but it's not too quick where it's going to rinse through your ammo. It's almost like the perfect setup, really. As you can see, even in the tier 2 zone at tier 1 Pack-a-Punch, this gun is just going to absolutely melt through everything with no problem whatsoever. Doesn't matter what's coming near us, what's going away from us. But if we go ahead and tier 2 Pack-a-Punch it in the tier 3 zone, or sorry, in the tier 2 zone, we've got a Mangler here. Really shouldn't take us too long to take out a Mangler. Yeah, nice and easy to take down that Mangler there, no problem at all. So the one thing I will say with this gun is it can be kind of difficult to take out bosses and some of the zombies in certain situations. Like if you want to be hitting crit shots, it can be a little bit more difficult because of course we are just basically hip firing this gun. You can of course ADS and try and hit those headshots, which is going to be a viable thing. Like you can do it, it's just not the easiest method. And when you are using a shotgun, it is a lot easier just to hip fire it from the hip. But as you can see, if you do ADS and hit those headshots, you are going to take the majority of the zombies out in the tier 2 zone at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch nice and quickly. Let's see how quickly we can take out the Disciple here. Really shouldn't take us too long. This gun just melts through absolutely everything. It's kind of ridiculous at how good this gun actually is. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of caught me off guard at how good this gun is, but every time you guys do recommend me using a gun, it usually is pretty dominant and does seem to do a really good amount of damage. So what I'm going to do is take this into the tier 3 zone now and see how good it's going to be there. Okay, so we just come in and hug the edge of the tier 3 zone simply because I don't want to get caught out in a situation where I'm going to end up going down. We can hug the edge of the tier 3 zone and then we can see what it's going to be like at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch in the tier 3. Then like I said, we can chuck that legendary A for tool on, see if that's going to help us do any more damage to the zombies, which it should obviously help. It normally does, and then we will do our best to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch it as fast as we can as well. But so far, this gun feels very good. It feels like a very positive gun. Like, I can't really see there being too many issues with this gun so far with the way that it's been playing. It just feels like a very strong gun as of so far. Here we can go. We've got a few zombies coming up. Couple armored zombies, so it's going to take a little bit of damage. As you can see, it's not going to be the fastest to take zombies out of tier 2 Pack-a-Punch in the tier 3 zone, which is fine. Because what we're going to do is go ahead and put that legendary Aether tool on. And now that's going to make a massive difference to taking down these zombies. Let me just get away, pop a little reload. Then we can start taking on this Disciple and the zombies around. Even just having that legendary Aether tool on is making a huge difference to this gun in the tier 3 zone. Like, it's going to make a massive, massive difference. Do need to be a little bit wary of my health. I'm not going to be too bad of a situation, but it can melt through the zombies without too many problems now. Realistically, it's really not too bad at taking down a lot of these zombies in the tier 3 zone, even at just tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. Like I said, having that legendary Aether tool on is going to make a nice big difference to the damage this gun's going to do. I mean, even against the Disciple, it's not doing the worst damage so far. We can get up close to the Disciple here, try and do a decent bit of damage. It hopefully won't heal off of us too much. Tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, legendary Aether tool really isn't going to take us too long to take down that Disciple. There's definitely worse guns that are taking down Disciples in this game because they are quite annoying to take down. And of course, like I said, we've still got the ability to upgrade this to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch as well. So it's not done yet. We've still got a lot more to do with this gun. The damage is still going to get increased a nice amount. So I'm very, very excited to see just how good this gun is going to be in a couple minutes time once we tier 3 Pack-a-Punch it. Okay, so we're in the tier 3 zone, of course. We've got a new squad mate because he wanted to join the squad. So we're going to run around and see what sort of damage we can do at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch with the legendary Aether tool against the Mimic high-value target in the tier 3 zone. See what sort of damage it is going to do, if it's actually going to be able to perform against those higher-value targets, which is where a lot of guns do struggle in the tier 3 zone at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. Even with the legendary Aether tool on, they can really struggle, but I genuinely feel like this gun is going to be very, very good and it's going to be very strong. So we've even got a Mega Abomination coming along here. Let's see what sort of damage we can do to a Mega at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch in the tier 3 zone. Let's see what sort of damage we are going to be able to do. Let it open its mouth. Should be able to pop that head pretty quickly, realistically. Yeah, not too much of a problem there whatsoever. This Mega Abomination should be going down pretty quickly, to be totally honest. It feels like it's going to be a very strong gun. And again, this is tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, not tier 3. You know, we've still got the ability to upgrade this gun a bit more. We can just start absolutely spraying at this Mega Abomination, do some decent damage to it. I have really just messed myself up here because I've put myself right in the corner, which isn't an ideal situation. But me and my teammates should just be able to spray through this Mega Abomination here with no problems whatsoever. And as you can see, the Mega Abomination should be going down literally any second now. There we go. It's going to fire its laser. I should be able to get that last head popped on the Mega Abomination. Bish, bash, bosh. Just like that. Not too bad at all there. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Took that down with no problem. Again, it's tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. This isn't even tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, which is actually baffling me because I feel like when it gets to tier 3, it's going to be ridiculous how strong this gun is. So now the fact that it's taken down that Mega Abomination so easily, I'm very confident that this Mimic is going to stand no chance against this gun. Again, even with it only being tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. So here we go. Here is the Mimic that we are going to be trying to take down. High value target. It's going to throw our teammate around. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for us. We really shouldn't struggle. We're doing some good damage to this Mimic already. We're actually doing very, very good damage to this Mimic. Like, it really doesn't stand much of a chance. Again, don't forget, this is tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. This isn't tier 3 Pack-a-Punch yet. It is just tier 2 at the moment. So this gun is ridiculously strong, considering the fact this has still got upgrades to happen to it. But again, another Disciple. Not going to take us long to take that down if you want to take it down. It's really not going to be too bad. Teammate's going to melt through the rest of it. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Very, very quick to get through. I mean, even here, like, there's so many zombies around. It's really not struggling to just melt through the zombies. It really, really isn't. It's a super, super strong gun. Like, it really is impressing me so far. But now, guys, this is going to get even stupider. This gun's going to become even more ridiculous because we're about to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch it. I just think this is going to melt through absolutely everything at this point. I really don't know where this gun's going to struggle. Like, it's been performing ridiculously well at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch of the legendary Aether tool. So now we've got it at tier 3 Pack-a-Punch with the legendary Aether tool. This should just melt through. Like, normal zombies are basically one-shots with this gun, which is kind of crazy in the tier 3 zone. I'm not going to lie. It is a very, very strong gun. Like, there is no denying that. It's a very, very, very strong gun. Like, ridiculously strong. So if you guys have been enjoying the Lockwood 680 and you found that gun to be very overpowered, try this gun out. I'm telling you now, try this gun out. It is ridiculously, ridiculously powerful how strong this gun is. I can't actually quite wrap my head around how good it is. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I know you guys always recommend me guns, and they always are good guns when you do say to use them. But sometimes they still catch me off guard at how good they're going to be. Like, this Haymaker just feels ridiculously strong. Like, it's ridiculous how good this gun is. There's no other words for it other than ridiculous. It is crazy, crazy good. Alright, so we've got another Mega Abomination here, which I'm kind of tempted to just try and take out and just see what sort of damage we can do to the Mega Abomination, even on my own. The only problem is with obviously being a shotgun is the fact that we've got to be ridiculously close. But there goes one head for it already. Okay, so my teammate's coming back. I didn't exactly want him to, but I'm not going to say no. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to deny the help. There's always additional help to have, so I'm always going to take it. Another head should be able to pop nice and quickly here with no problem whatsoever. I've actually just been shooting at the 2 heads, and yeah, this is just going to go down so quickly. Like, it's ridiculous how powerful this gun is. It is absolutely ridiculous at how powerful this gun is. Like, there you go, Mega Abomination down already. Like, if you're struggling to take down Mega Abominations, just pick this gun up. Like, that's all I can say. Pick this gun up, go and use it. It's ridiculously strong. It's crazy how good this Haymaker is. There is nothing that's stopping it. We've got a high value target Mangler. I don't think that's going to even stand a chance against this gun. If it's taking down Mega Abominations that quickly, I think this gun's just going to fry through a Mangler as well with no problem whatsoever. It is crazy how broken this gun is. I didn't realize it was this good. I haven't used it much before, so I didn't really know if it was that great before. I was just sort of grinding camos on it. So if you guys used it before the recent update, let me know if it was actually this good or not beforehand, or if it's been buffed and it's actually just ridiculously good now for no apparent reason. But, you know, no one's going to complain at how good this gun is. So we've got the Mangler. Just run in, see how quickly we can pop his head. I mean, there goes his helmet. His health's already coming down. Needs to be a little bit wary of where I am. Okay, or don't know. Just back yourself into a corner. That is absolutely fine. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. But again, we can carry on spraying at this Mangler. It's just going to go down so quickly. It's got so much damage done to it without really doing much damage to it, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't have to shoot that much. Look at the critical shot damage we do to this Mangler. Like, it takes this health down ridiculously fast. It is an insane gun to use if you guys haven't already tried it out. I highly do recommend it. I think it is one of the best guns that I've used in a long time on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Like, I've used a lot of the guns, and there's not many guns that really surprise me that much anymore, but this just seems to be that type of gun where it's going to absolutely fry through everything with no problems whatsoever. Like, here's a normal Mangler. Let's just see how quickly we can take down a normal Mangler in the tier 3 zone. It just doesn't even stand a chance. I had no plates on it. It still couldn't take me down. This gun is ridiculous, guys. If you do want to try a new gun out, then I highly recommend you guys go ahead and try this Haymaker. It is actually insanely good. Like, I don't really know many more ways to be able to test this gun, because it is just that insane, and it looks like it's just going to melt through everything. The only other challenge I guess you really have is taking it against the Red Worm. But unfortunately, I'm not in a position where I'm set up to go up against the Red Worm. So that sort of is what it is. There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. But I can pretty comfortably tell you that this gun's going to be ridiculous against against the Red Worm. It's just going to be good in every department. It doesn't matter what you're using it for, what zone you're using it in. This gun's just going to absolutely melt through absolutely everything. No problem. I mean, you can see the sort of damage it does to Mega Abominations. Like, it doesn't... There is nowhere that it struggles on this map. Actually, nowhere that it struggles. Again, Mega Abomination's going to pop its head nice and quickly. It just doesn't struggle. Like, there is nothing that makes this gun, like, difficult to use against. Like, it's actually ridiculous how good this gun is. I'm kind of shocked at how incredible this Haymaker is. Like, it really is a gun that I didn't expect to be as good as it is, but wow, this thing is just incredible. Like, actually incredible. This Mega Abomination should come down as well. There we go, Mega Abomination down. I don't even think I need to say much more on this gun. It just is a ridiculously powerful gun. Whether you're taking down bosses, hordes of zombies, it doesn't matter. This gun will literally fry anything that comes in its way. Like I said, it does not matter what you're trying to take out. Like I just said, I don't think there's anything more I can say on this gun to convince you on how good it is. And I also don't think you guys need me to say any more on how good this gun is. Like, it is just ridiculously powerful. I don't know what I really don't know what else to say about it. It's just insane. Like, it really is. I think the video itself has done the speaking for the gun. I shouldn't really need to say too much more on it, because it is just that powerful. Like, if you're struggling to find a gun that you're comfortable with using and it's going to do good damage to all the zombies, the bosses, all of that sort of stuff, the Haymaker is it. That is the only answer that I can give you guys. You can see on screen right now the class setup that I am using for it, so you guys can go ahead and copy the exact same class. It is ridiculously powerful how good this gun is. So just go ahead, try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. But I think I'm going to end today's video there, guys. If you have enjoyed it, be sure to smash a thumbs up, as it helps me out way more than you can imagine. Let me know your thoughts on this Haymaker in the comments below. Is it something you're going to go ahead and try out? I highly recommend you do, but I'll be interested to see how many of you guys actually do go ahead and try it out. And if you have enjoyed today's video and you want to see some more zombies content, check out the rest of the channel, because there's a whole bunch of zombies videos that you guys will really enjoy if you've enjoyed today's. And if you have enjoyed it that much, be sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on, as it helps me out way more than you can imagine, and then you won't miss any more videos that I do upload in the near future. But I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great rest of the day, and I will catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.